Hello everyone, this is Dr. Ali, and in this session we want to write a programming like Python code uh, in which generates this pattern here, which I call it diamond shape. Before I get into how we can code this programs to generate this pattern, I just want to get more into the detail and have an understanding of what is the how basically I attack this problem and what algorithm I wanted to follow. So if you look at this shape here, diamond, it has a diamond width. And right now this diamond width is 7, but it could be whatever width that you want. And this width shows that the maximum number of the symbol or the star that you will see in this diamond. For example, this 7, if you look at here, there are 7 diamonds here, right? So let's go a little bit more into the detail. So in front of each one of these stars, I put one line. So what I mean is this row related to this line of the this diagram. This row of this table related to this row and so on, right? And if you look at this table, there are 3 headers here. One is number of spaces, number of symbols, number of spaces again. So what does this mean? So if you look at the let's say the first row here, there is a star here, but there is some space before this star, there is some space after a star. So this table shows that for each row, what is the number of this star and what is the number of space before the star, what are the number of the space after star. So for example, here we have 3 stars, right? But there are 2 space before this 3 star and there are 2 space after this 3 star. And also let's say for this row, there are 7 star, there is no space before that, there is 0 space after that, okay, and so on. The first thing that I want you to pay attention is the number of spaces after this star and the number of spaces before this stars are the same. Basically, this shape is symmetric, meaning that if you compare this column with this column, it's the exact same numbers, right? And the second thing is the numbers of the symbols are basically odd numbers. So you see here, there one start with 1, then 3, 5, 7, then goes down 5, 3, 1. Okay, so these are 2 important notes that helps us for implementing this code. And so if you also sum up the number of spaces before and after a symbol and the number of symbol itself, it always 7. So if you sum 3 plus 1 plus 3 is 7. I don't know, 1 plus 5 plus 1 is 7, and so on. So all of these are 7. So let's see how can we find out number of number of spaces using the total and number of symbols. Okay, let me explain it a little bit more here. Number of spaces is equal total minus number of symbols divided by 2. So let's evaluate if this is a correct statement or not. What is this total? 7. 7 minus number of symbol in this first row. Number of symbol here is 1. 7 minus 1 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So it means 3 space before, 3 space after. Let's consider this one, for example. The total is 7. Number of symbols are 5. So 7 minus 5 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So there is 1 space before and 1 space after. And this total actually is the diamond width. So I just replaced total with diamond. So this total, I could say this is all diamonds because diamond width is 7, right? If you look at here, it's 7. So our formula now is this: number of space is equal diamond width minus number of symbols divided by 2. Okay, so based on all of this that I explained, now let us start coding this. Okay, let me put this aside. Okay. So first we need to define our parameters here. What I need for parameter is a little bit here. All right. So we need this diagonal width, right? So I call it variable, call it diagonal width, and for now I put it 7, but you can put it whatever you want. So and then we have a symbol, which this symbol says what are these shape is built of. If we put a star, these shapes are built of star. But if you put, I don't know, whatever other symbol, we want this diamond built based on this symbol. So these are the values. Now we need to, if you look at this, if I tell you we have number of spaces and we have the number of stars, so you can easily generate each row of this diagram, right? Based on this formula. So what I need to do is first generating this number of symbols. What I see here, number of symbols are odd numbers starting from 1 all the way to 7 and then goes down. So let's first create these 3 rows and then we create these 4 rows there. So first let's focus here. I want to say for I in range, okay? So I need to generate number 1 to 5. Basically right now, I want to focus to generate this upper triangle here. So I start from 1. I want to go to all the way up to diagonal width. And I want to jump 2 by 2. Basically, this is a start, this is the end, and this is the step. These are these numbers that I put here basically is the definition of this range. If you go to the Python function, how this range is defined, you can put the start and the step. So this will generate for us, this I basically now is the number of symbols for these 3 rows. So I can easily say, I want to generate a line, which this line has a symbol star, which we want to, we have this space, which we want to repeat it for some amounts that we will fill this parentheses in a bit. And then we have some symbol, right? This symbol, we can say symbol. Right, times I, because the number of symbols I, plus some space after the symbol. So for those who don't know, if you have a string and time multiply that string to an integer number, it will keep repeating that number, repeating that string. For example, if here I say, I don't know, Ali times 10, what will happen is Ali will keep repeating. So if I have star times 7, I will keep repeating this star. Okay. So we have this first, so we need to fill out what are these. And if you look at that formula that we had, let me bring this up again. Yeah, this formula. So let's, we know that the number of spaces we can calculate it using this formula. So I can say diagonal width minus I and divide by 2. And the same also for this space after. And this will generate the first, this triangle up, this upper triangle. Now, if I want to generate the lower triangle, same thing, or I can just copy paste this, type in it. But in this lower triangle, the I, this number of star, need to start from 7, goes all the way to 1. So first thing is this start point cannot be 1. It should be diagonal width, because diagonal width now is a 7. I need to go all the way to 0 because it's exclusive. It means that it not count 0. It goes all the way to 1, and 0 is not included. And then I need to jump minus 2. It means first is 7, then 7 minus 2 is 5, 5 minus 2 is 3, and so on. And the rest is the same. Now I just need to print line, and print line. that's it. But just one thing that I want to show here, let's add some actually imports time here, import module time. And then I want to put some time or add some animation here that basically it slips or delay after generating a line. Just want you guys to see how is this generated, because this is important for our next steps or next challenges. So if I run this now, first line, third line, fourth, you see, it will generate line by line. If I say 13, save, see. So what I want you to notice is I'm generating line by line. This is not I'm generating this all at once. I'm generating first this line, then this line, and so on. Well, that's it for today. Next session, we try to evolve on top of this and come up with some fun shapes that we can make based on this diagram. If you have any comments, leave it down below and stay tuned for the next sessions. Have a great day, everyone.